Hi everyone, we are Team Hydro Visionaries, and I'm Arman.
And I am Amog.
And I'm Lisa.
And I'm Pranjal. We are delighted to receive the S.P Dutt Award for Innovation and Impact 2025.
Our project, assessing water bodies from satellite images, addresses the challenge of verifying water restoration claims where traditional tools fail, like in cloudy or forested regions.
As we'll cover later on, we use deep learning with radar imagery to detect lakes and rivers, even under dense cover, and assess urban flood risks by fusing SAR, rainfall, and road data for real-world impact.
Good morning. Today, we'll be taking you through our ILGC project, assessing water bodies from satellite images. There's 4 of us in the team: Amog, Arman, Pranjal, and I, Lisa. And over the last 3 semesters, we've been working under our mentor, Professor Anupam Singh. Now, over the past few semesters, our overlying problem statement has remained the same. However, how we have taken this up has varied over the semesters. The overlying problem statement has been how can we help monitor and evaluate surface water bodies temporally. To start this off, we wanted to see how big the problem actually was, which is why we conducted an independent study. Unfortunately, the results were not promising. What we saw was that over 40% of allocated funds were redirected towards beautification rather than restoration, which shows a massive disparity between government expenditure and ecological needs.
To validate the problem further and identify verticals, we consulted stakeholders from various domains. We spoke to the district forest officer at the Chandigarh administration, highlighted how monitoring forest regions can take weeks due to accessibility issues. Stakeholders also stressed the growing need for urban flood mapping as citizens and real estate players actively seek info to avoid high-risk roads. And therefore, we identified 3 verticals. First, monitoring tools for lakes and rivers over time, specialized approaches for forest regions, and 3, urban waterlogging detection and flood mapping. Moving to the first vertical for river and width analysis, we identified a few problems. Monitoring lakes and river widths consistently using on-ground methods is a time-consuming process. Hence, our solution employed 2 approaches: a custom index-based approach that leverages various satellite bands and a deep learning-based approach. Our deep learning model is trained on over 3,000 lake images, which gives it a strong baseline performance of a dice score of 0.7. We also created a platform that helps user derive various insights from these 2 approaches, which you can see here. The user can create the bounding box, post which they can run the lake analysis. After this, the user can see the lake area changing across various timestamps. We have also adapted the platform to work for river width analysis, giving insights into river size variations across multiple points.
Once we had completed monitoring lake and river surfaces, a new problem emerged from conversations with the DFO at the Department of Environment, Chandigarh. They wanted to track lakes underneath forest cover, helping them understand migration patterns and map out habitats. Normal satellite imagery wouldn't work for this use case since it cannot see through forest cover or clouds. So we looked into SAR imagery. Using radar waves, it can look beyond these factors. We are now developing a forest application that can be used by the government to monitor areas and keep an eye on them. Using RealSat, we are creating a large data set of Indian lakes on which we can train better models powered by the Sentinel-1 synthetic aperture radar data. Here's an example of how SAR data can look through clouds and trees. Lakes or ponds are visible in the forest mountains of Meghalaya.
The platform that we are developing lets users watch areas, which allows them to subscribe for email-based updates about area or shape changes.
In urban areas, waterlogging is a serious issue, especially during monsoons. It disrupts daily commutes, delays emergency services, and floods key road networks, often without a warning. As we just saw, NDWI is ineffective under cloud cover. To address this, we built a SAR-based solution using the SAR Water Index. We enhanced this further by integrating real-time rainfall data from Weather Union to validate whether the region actually experienced rain. Then, we fused this with the OSM road network data, allowing us to map precisely which roads are likely waterlogged. The result is what you see here. High flood risk roads highlighted in red, ready for city-level action and response.
Further, we plan to create a user-facing application that can help the end consumer detect waterlogged roads, identifying risk areas. We have created novel applications using geospatial data for the ever-growing Indian market. We aim to continue to cater to this segment, both individual and organizations, to help benefit 100 crore plus people. Thank you.